My name is Caroline Jenner. I'm the CEO of JA Europe. I'm Canadian and I have lived in Europe for the last 21 years. And I've been working for Junior Achievement Young Enterprise or different jobs in Junior Achievement Young Enterprise for the last 14 years. I'm absolutely thrilled with this conference. I see it as a huge, giant leap forward from several of the alumni conferences that we've had. Each one just seems to be another step, big step. I also think what's really great is of course you're spending a lot of time together, but because of that you're also creating a lot of energy, you're creating a lot of equity in your network. That's going to drive you forward. Those are friendships. Without meeting each other and talking to each other and getting to know each other's real talents and interests, it's very hard to build a network. It's very hard to know who to turn to. So I think this is a very good investment of time and energy on your part. I also think that the skills that probably you're gaining from organizing something like this is fantastic. You probably won't be able to know exactly how great it is for maybe even 20 years, but it will add up. I think one of the things that we've talked about today, which is how can we take advantage of that energy and use it to solve some of the problems that we see out there with young people. There's attitudes that need to be changed. There's motivation that needs to be improved. There are statistics that are frightening for youth unemployment and for dropouts. And in general, very crisis-oriented society, and young people are very afraid. So what can we do as JAYE with all of this positive vibe that we have? What can we do to throw some of it back to the next generation and make sure that they have the same opportunity and the same confidence that you have? JAYE is a network of organizations dedicated to entrepreneurship education, skills for employability, and financial literacy. Each of these organizations operates within their country space. They're a national organization. They have a board of directors. They have staff, professional staff, and they work closely with ministries of education and the private sector. What's unique about the organization is that they're a bit of a bridge between the school system and the community. So they're operating inside schools with programs and activities, but they're also bringing people from the business community as mentors and volunteers to work with young people. So you get a little bit of this taste of reality, the taste of the real world, while you are still in school. And I think that's a huge advantage when you go out to try to find a job, or when you want to create a business. If you already know something about it, you have a huge advantage. I would say, first of all, people who say entrepreneurs are born, of course, I would say they are only half right. I think that entrepreneurs can be born, but that's only a small percentage of the population, and many, many more can be made. And in order to do that, all we need is to take away some of the fear that people have of trying something that they've never tried before. The definition of entrepreneurship is to take a risk. And if you don't learn how to take risks in good, constructive, positive way, early in life when it's safe and when you have people to help you, you will probably never take risks. And that's the definition of being an entrepreneur, is to give it a shot. I think one of the things that is special about being an alumni is that it's a choice that people have made. So it's a risk in itself that you have gone through something and you have a million choices in front of you and you choose to participate as an alumni. And by definition, that means that you're choosing to give back. It means that you're choosing to work with other people. It means that you're giving your time for free, and you're doing it besides your day job or besides your other interests or even besides your education. And you're thinking that it's equally important to do something like this. there are benefits in these kinds of, I would call this informal education. Because when you take on roles like this, you are constantly learning, you're meeting people who have other skills, so you're picking up things that you would never pick up in normal streams of education. It's impossible to really, you can't take an exam that proves what you've learned from this experience. But if you were asked, you would list all of the things that you have learned. So the benefits professionally and personally to these kinds of experiences are immeasurable. And this is something, I think, which when you take this into professional life and when you take this into the future, you are a much, much more balanced and much more sensible and much more social human being. And today, with all the technologies, the speed, the issues, the challenges we have, this is what we need.